Hello YouTube, it's been a while since I've been on. Been doing shitloads of stuff, if I'm quite honest. I've just not had time to do a video because work's still busy and I've been doing extra at my second job, and you lot really don't care about that. You're here for video games and video game pickups. What have I been doing? I did Doncaster Market last Sunday. I'm doing a local like comic comedy event this coming Sunday, and then in 2 weeks time, no, not 2 weeks time, week after that, I'm going to Butlins. Hence why my hair's a mess. I'm holding it tight so I can have a fresh trim before I go. Not that it makes any fucking difference, I look the same, just with a different haircut. So that's what I'm doing. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you already know what this video is about, because I've had a shit ton of pickups from mainly CEX, couple from Doncaster Market. And of course I went to Arcade Club February the 2nd or 3rd, round about then. Everyone's done videos before now, other than the man who organised it, old Cojones Deloro. I was hoping he'd have a video up sometime soon, because although he doesn't want to take credit, if it wasn't for him sending me a message on WhatsApp inviting me, I probably wouldn't have come unless Stu would have invited me. Stu probably invited me because he needs some entertainment. But Arcade Club was great. Went up to Bury on the Friday. Rumours going around that I was first there and first in the bar. I cannot confirm that, but it probably is true. And I was probably the last person in on the night. I like a good sesh when I get the chance to have a few beers. And arcade machines, hot dogs, pizzas. It was like, you know, I was a fish in water, not a fish out of water, fish in water. So yeah, we went up to Bury. As people have said, we all met in the bar, went up to the local Wetherspoons, and literally it was like 5 minutes in a taxi. In fact, that was the one thing that impressed me the most about Bury. Taxis for £2 in the year 2019. What is that all about? I mean, I was that embarrassed. We all give him £2 each, you know, because what can you get in a car now for £2 on fuel? So that was brilliant. Plenty of drinking, plenty of playing games, plenty of chat. You know, I don't want to really mention names because I will forget people, but I will mention some people who I remember because they were out at the end of the night. First night, the people who were the survivors. Quintendo, he nearly made it, but he went a bit early. But I believe there was me, Shocks, Big Mark, Horsberg, Scottish fella, I can't fucking pronounce his name, but I spent most of the weekend drinking with him, but I couldn't pronounce his second name. And Minx was like, you know, me and him, sole survivors of the weekend, man. We made it out last both nights, man. He's my new drinking buddy at these events. He can last, man. Good lad. Obviously after Arcade Club shut, it was a little bit too early for us to go home, so we ventured into the nightlife of Bury, and the key word there is life, because there wasn't a lot on the Friday night at all. I think we doubled the capacity. Gus Newton was there, and his mate Paul and Paul C. And I believe Mink's mate Sean, but they all gave up early doors. Well, actually Gus disappeared. He stayed to the end, but I think he found a quick way back to the hotel. Then of course we got up Saturday morning. I was surprisingly fresh, but not feeling it. I went to Arcade Club, I was there 2-3 hours, and I was like, you know what, I need to go back to the hotel room, have a bit of a chill, because I'd had like 4 hours sleep. And then I think it got to about 3 o'clock, the 3 o'clock football kickoffs, and again a group of us made our way to the bar, watched the football, chatted video games, chatted football, chatted everything. And I didn't bother going back to Arcade Club, some people did. I'd had my fill of video games and I was in full drinking mode, if I'm quite honest. And a lot of us went into town again, as I say. Minx, Tootie actually made it out. Surprisingly he made it out actually, because he was limping around like a complete fool all Saturday with his gammy knee. I didn't give him any stick at all about it. Rob was out, and we were pretty much again with Minx and Sean, we were like, you know, the late boys out, but still up the next day sort of thing. So that was Arcade Club, brilliant. I hope we do it annually, if not biannually, because I think it's brilliant. What I probably would do is not get too drunk on the Friday, enjoy Arcade Club, and then have the Saturday night and daytime maybe venturing to Bury, but everyone looked around CEX and the town, so like, you know, you're not going to get anything arcade club weekend video games wise unless you're really lucky. And then going to the town on the Saturday night. But again, well done, Daz Cojones, brilliant event. I don't think anyone didn't have a good time there. So yeah, arcade club, brilliant. Got Thunder Force 4, try saying that 3 times fast, in the background, and the B&O's back up, set up. So if you might notice, it's been a little move around to the games room. The B&O's now here with its dildo controller. I don't know anyone who's got, if you've got this, I think it's the BioVision or the BioCenter. Is this the proper controller? Because it just looks like a vibrator to me. Not that I know what a vibrator looks like. And the beer fridge is now here. Not completely stocked at the moment, but it's here, so it's in grabbing distance for when I'm gaming. Also added a monitor, a BenQ gaming monitor to the games room for the PS4 Pro that I've got. Picture's superb, second to none. It's like, you know, in the top 10 gaming monitors, I'd say. It's really good. There's no point in me videoing it because the videoing of it won't do it justice. Last weekend went Doncaster, selling as usual. I'm also going to be doing the Birmingham video game market. That's coming up. Really should have looked up at the dates. I only paid for my tables yesterday, so I ought to know the dates. I want to say June, July time. No doubt if, you know, there's going to be videos between now and then. Well, probably only one, knowing me. So I'll have information on that then. Doncaster last week was brilliant. It very much reminded me of the first year when I did it, which was probably about 3-4 years ago, and it was heaving, busy, right until the end. Got rid of loads of my doubles, loads of my stock that I'd got, and I still keep picking up. Went up with my mate Liam, who I constantly mention in these videos. He doesn't even watch YouTube, so I don't even why I mention him. He just likes video games and drinking, so like, you know, it's a given that he goes most places with me. And Ant Harper, Retro Games Collector, who the last time he did a video on YouTube was probably the last time. It's got to be over a year. Do a video, Ant, you fucking idiot. And his store Retro Gear, which is his website, com.co.uk. Let's have a look. Look at this. I am organised sometimes. Yeah, what is it? Retrogear.co.uk. That's Ant's website. If you're into your specky stuff, he's well worth a visit out. QI card, I imagine that'll give you a link. Not that you can probably get it off a YouTube video. And I did have 2 pickups, and they were both off Ant, and they were on the stall all day. Now, if you remember in my last video, I had a bit of a mare from CEX sending me some games. I'm going to call this video actually today the good, the bad, and the indifferent, I think, of CEX, because I've got a bit of them all. I ordered 20 games in total, but the last time they sent me Gauntlet 4 and it wasn't complete, and Ant had this on his store for £35, I believe. He done it me for 20, which is mate's rates. Lovely condition. Gauntlet is probably easily my top 5 favourite franchises, if not my top 1, because I spent a lot of hours playing this back in the day with my brother. And the other game I noticed he got 28 quid on it, Forgotten Worlds. There's a theme to this. I've got an absolute shit ton of shooters that I've bought mainly, and obviously got shooting in the background. That's the way I'm feeling at the moment. I want to play some shooters. He got 28 on this, again, done me for £20. So Gauntlet 4 and Forgotten Worlds for £40. Both in great condition, both complete. So they'll go nice. The Mega Drive collection's going. In fact, I might get rid of the OG Xbox games to make room for more of the Mega Drive games. Right, so shall we start with... Let's start with the good from CEX. Let's start with the good. So, let's start with the SNES. I only order loose cart for the SNES. Most of my collection for the SNES is loose cart. It really doesn't bother me. I reordered the one game that I sent back last time. So we'll start with that one. And I was really impressed with this one because it came in a protective case that CEX sent me with Castlevania written on front. So obviously it's Castlevania 4. The last time they sent me a fake NTSC card. This time they've come up trumps and they've sent me a proper one. All these work, by the way, so while I've got the B&O set up, it's well easy to test the game. So all these are tested, they're all working, bar 2 that are going back. Oh man. Paradius. I saw Stu pick this up off Pete, Old School Variety Face. was it at Blackpool, and I thought, you git, I'd have had that. So again, is it more of a cute 'em up than a shoot 'em up, they call it? Super Swiv. I'm not too sure if I'm keen on this. I've had a little go and I'm like, it wasn't quite what I was expecting, but you know, it's a good game to have in your collection. And this one's probably my favourite of the SNES picks up. Super Alistair. I want to say Alistair because I used to work with a bloke called Alistair. He was a dick though. But Super Alistair. Again, they've all been tested. I had a little quick go on them all. They're all working, they're all fine. So that gets a double thumbs up from CEX. We'll go on to the NES next. The good NES. This is the good NES stuff. So this one come with a dust sleeve. Gradius. Again, I do give them a little clean with my rubbing alcohol. Take the carts apart. Although I test them if they're working first. If they're a bit intermittent on my NES, I'm like, you know what, I'll give them a clean. I'm not beyond that. I'll clean the games again working. Bad Dudes vs Dragon Ninja. Now I've had a go on this, and I want to argue the fact that I think this game is much better on the Amstrad 464 PC. Now people will probably disagree with me, but I don't quite like the flow of it on the NES. I'm not too keen, but it was a game I used to love back in the day on my Amstrad, so I got it. Continuing the theme, I mean, I never played these franchises as a kid, and I feel like I've probably missed out, and I should start playing them now because they're very popular franchises. So first off, we've got Castlevania. Again, they're all in decent condition, no label peel, you know, clean enough. I've given them a bit of a polish myself. And I know this game gets slated, but if you're going to buy the Castlevania games, you might as well get them all. And we've got Simon's Quest Castlevania 2. Now the next one, it was £2 difference to get a box copy. Now the box, in its defence, isn't the best, but it's a box and it's cost me £2. No manual. But I think it was £22 this was, and it was £20 loose cart. So for the sake of £2, I've got a box for Pro Protector, which, as we all know, is Contra. Again, I remember playing an actual game of Contra in the arcade at some bootleg place, on a bootleg, like, you know, tabletop game. I'm sure it was at the Simon's Engineering Club where my dad used to go. Like, he used to go drinking with his mates, take my mum. My mates were there when we were little, and we used to play money into the little arcade cab. I'm sure this was on it as Contra, so I don't even know if that was allowed in the UK, but I'm sure it was Contra because I recognised the game and the style when I first got back into gaming. And they definitely had, is it Shaolin Road, when you're jumping up and down fighting the different bosses? I'm sure it's Shaolin Road. They had that on there. And there was something else. Oh, Jailbreak. I'm sure that's a Capcom game. When you're the copper walking down the road shooting blokes with, you know, prisoners, costumes and ball and chain. They had that. So that's 3 pretty banging games that I used to play when, you know, I was probably no higher than this, you know. So that was cool. Right, so we'll keep with the good. CEX coming up trumps here. I wanted to add a game to my Switch, and basically this is 12 games for the price of one. I think it was £30. Dylan in our chat, he said, oh, you could have probably got that retail price, but what you got to remember, guys, is I use CEX voucher for this, so, you know, that £30 probably only really cost me a £5 when I trade stuff up. So, you know, 12 of the Street Fighter titles on the Switch. I had a little quick go yesterday on the classic Street Fighter 2. It really plays well on there, I must admit. So the 30th anniversary collection Street Fighter 2 for my Switch. And not to feel that it was missing out, I got a game for my PS4. Raiden 5 Director's Cut. This actually comes complete with a audio CD, so that's pretty cool. You don't get manuals these days, so it's got the disc. Again, I'm in a mood for shooters, so, you know, this is another good one from CEX. I want to say this was £15. It might have been cheaper. I know in total I spent over £350 in CEX vouchers that I got knocking around, and I thought, you know what, let's treat myself and add some games collection. Still on the good. We're on the Mega Drive. These are all box complete. I do only order boxed on CEX. Take that gamble whether the manual's there. And the first one is Biohazard Battle. I actually, I never played this game. I put it in. I quite enjoyed it. Case is nice and stiff. Manual's lovely. Cartridge lovely. I couldn't tell you. I've ordered 20 games. I don't remember the price, but they're all shooters up. You know, the only thing if you want to be majorly anal is the tag thing's missing, but that doesn't bother me because it helps me stacking them on the shelf really. Next one, not a shooter. I was going to pick this up on the SNES and I ain't got a copy, but I remember playing this with my brother. Cannon Fodder, brilliant game. Getting your little army men, seeing how far you can get them, getting them killed, getting them shot on various missions. Again by Sensible Software, we all know did Sensible Soccer. Again, box complete. Cartridge is fine, manual's fine. Cover, little bit scruffy. It's one of them where they've probably pushed it too far up to the top and it's got a bit rough around the edge. But look, I'm not massively anal about my collecting, you know, as long as it's reasonable condition. If it's dog shit, I'll take it back, but if it's reasonable condition. And this one's probably in the best condition of the three. Subterranean, again, a game I've never played. Really enjoyed having a quick go at it. The controls seem a little difficult, but I'm sure I'll get a handle of it. And again, manual, cartridge, beautiful condition. I say, other than the hanging tabs of Coffin, I don't know why this one's probably not qualified as mint. Having a quick look around the box, you know, I've paid box condition for that, so I'm well happy. So that's the good of CEX. We'll go, shall we get to the badge straight away? Right, these are two loose SNES carts. Neither of them work, and I know why they don't work, and I knew why one of them wouldn't work straight out the box. So they're going straight back. But the first one, Captain Planet. Now this says, let me find it, NES 5C SCN. Now I assume that's Scandinavia, which I'd have thought would have worked on my NES, but it doesn't. It keeps doing exactly the same. It loads, cuts off, loads, cuts off, loads, cuts off, which is exactly the same as what the next one does. So that one I've kept the receipt. It will be going back later today. I just wanted to keep it for this video. So thumbs down there from CEX. Next one, I knew this wasn't even right when it came to the cart. The label doesn't look right, and it's the American version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade. Now I believe the PAL one's a white variant of this label. Again, put it in the NES, loads, flicks off, loads, flicks off, loads, flicks off. And I double checked and read it, and it does say N2 USA. So them two will be going back to gate. I'll be getting my credit and I'll be reordering them. So that is the bad of CEX, you know. But out of 20 games, 2 that aren't spot on, that's 1 in 10. Isn't that a song? I am a 1 in 10. 1 in 10, you know, it's a much better ratio than the last lot of games I got. And these are indifferent, and I say indifferent because this is me being picky, because I cheat. I just order boxed and I hope I get a manual, and I haven't got a manual of these, but I'm willing to hold on to these because they're all in really good condition. The last time when I took them back with no manual, the boxes were a bit rough, or the cart was a bit rough. These are all in good condition carts and boxes, so I'm going to hold on to these, reorder them, and do a 2 UK special where I'll swap it out and send the one back with without the manual, saying I didn't want it because I didn't have a manual. So the first one again is Gauntlet 2. This is the second time I've ordered it from CEX, but the box is in much better condition, as is the cart. The hang tabs are still there for when I get the manual, so I'll keep this, as I say, and look to trade it out. Oh god, I've got to try and pronounce it. This one's got the hang tab, no manual, again, nice condition. Gynug, it's called something else. Is it War of Wings or something like this? Or Wings of War, sorry. Again, everything else is in fine condition other than it's missing a manual, so I'm happy to hold on to this one. This one might actually be going back to CEX because my mate Liam's picked up a bundle of Mega Drive games today and this one's in, and I said, well, I'll give you the money while I'm going to get back from CEX for this. And I'll take this one back. And it's probably the roughest out of the ones because there's slight creasing on the label, but the cart's mint. And that's Hellfire. Again, I've had a quick go on these, I do really enjoy it. As I say, missing the manual and there's a few ripples on the thing, so I'll probably take that one back. But again, I'm saying indifferent, this is just me wanting more than what I'm ordering, which is probably a consumer thing. And the last one is Zero Wing. Again, lovely condition box, just missing that manual. So what I shall do is hold on to them, order them, hope one comes with a manual, and then take that one back, saying I'm not happy he didn't have a manual, and get my money back. So that is everything, I believe, pickups wise. We've not done a stream for ages. I couldn't tell you when the stream's coming back. We might do one tonight, it's unsure. I think we all had a little bit of a burnout after Christmas really, and we find it hard to get going. Like, we're all very active in the chat. Gareth still does his videos. I've got prepared for the next one. got some ear defenders for the end of his next video when the sound cuts in. If any of you are any good with audio, if you could get on to Gareth at the Man Cave, I think you'd appreciate that. Stu's only done one video, he's having a little bit of a burnout. Pete I think's running for Prime Minister, so I don't think he'll be doing a video anytime soon. There's only Mike who steadily keeps doing them, to be fair, so we need to get our arse in gear and get the stream back going, but we've got our own channel now rather than doing it through Stu, so that's Taking Retro Liberties on YouTube. If you search it, we've only got about 8 subs, which is probably all us in the chat, so if you like watching that screen, fucking hell, I can't even talk. If you like watching that stream, going over there and subscribe to that, because then any future videos we'll be doing will be going through there. As I say, I've got a little local Comic Con thing coming up on Sunday. Then after that I've got Revival booked in, I've got Birmingham Video Game Market booked in, and I'll be booking in at the second Doncaster. So if you watch my videos, which for some reason I've got 261 subscribers, my subscribers keep going up. God knows what you enjoy watching. You're watching videos from a year ago. Everything's changed since then, except for me. Well, even me, my hair's changed. But thank you all for subscribing. Come over and say hello. Buy something so I can get around my games room. I've got some more room and I might do more videos, probably won't. So that's it really. I don't think there's anything else I want to say other than I hope we do Arcade Club again soon. Oh, Blackpool, I've booked my hotel already for Blackpool. Blackpool was confirmed the other day. October. Fuck's sake, what October is it? Is it October the 12th I've booked? Or so? It's around October the 12th. Play Blackpool again. Had a wicked time last year. I'll be going there again this year. Again, I'll be going for 2 nights this time, not the one. So Cinderella Liam won't get me back in before midnight. So I can go out and enjoy myself and not have to worry about driving back. And that's everything really. Oh, I've had a bit of boot sales. Look, there's no chance of me finding all the pickups. I think I've flogged some of them. Because I bought some PS2s and that. But I did find this, man. I used to have one of these as a kid, My Pet Monster. This poor bugger, he's missing an eye though, so I'm going to call him the One-Eyed Monster, and he's going to be on the channel. He's going to sit in that corner there if you ever see him. But, £1? Got to be worth more than £1, man. This is like the OG one that I had as a kid. So yeah, I'll pick that up. Liam gave me a Sonic Mania big box set for the PS4. You might be able to just see in the background. That was for lending my car. I've been lending in my second car for the last month while he's been doing some repairs. And that really is it now. I'm 100% done. So, as always, if you like my content, please feel to have a chat in the comments, because I do prefer the interactions. I appreciate all subscriptions, but comments is where it's at. I do like to have a chat and a banter. So as always, if you like my video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. And gee, that's how you do it in one take.